Imagination, what is it? I like to refer to it as our superpower, the alchemist of our thoughts. What does it do? It allows us to co-create with this most magnificent universe. Life's GPS. Did I mention time travel? Why do we have this power? Because it reminds us that we're limitless. There's nothing we cannot be, nothing we cannot do, and nothing we cannot have. Everything starts with the imagination. This stage I'm standing on, the chair you're sitting in, even you were someone's imagination. I remember going into first grade and my imagination was put on hold. Sit up straight. Pay attention. Stay focused on the board. But as time moved on, I discovered the gift of meditation. Now, maybe you can't sit there for an hour or two, but 10, 15 minutes a day? Yes. Just focusing on things that make you happy, that bring you joy and excitement. Do you want to travel the world? Do you want to build your own business? Or even better, build your own empire? Do you see a world where there's peace and love towards our fellow man? And we can breathe fresh air. And our ecosystems and our rivers and oceans are just flowing and thriving. It's possible, you know, with this imagination, this power that you have. Now, another great power that you have is the power of the spoken word. You see, if I were to take my hand and put it in front of my mouth and go, ah, not only would I feel the gift of life hitting my hand, but I would also feel the vibration of just that sound hitting my hand. You see, when you speak, it goes out into the ethers, it goes out into the universe, and then it comes back to you firm and solid in your reality. You are so powerful. How many of you use affirmations? An affirmation is a positive statement that you say to yourself over and over again until manifestation occurs. I discovered a gentleman by the name of Noah St. John who created affirmations. You see, Noah says that everything begins in the mind. It forms in the mind. And as it forms in the mind, then it can become affirmed in our reality. And a good example of this would be your shoes. Yes, your shoes. You see, the designer had an idea about your shoe. And she began to affirm by asking the right questions about your shoe and seeing it using her imagination. And she would ask the questions, should it be a 3-inch heel or a flat? Should it have a rubber sole or a leather sole? Should it be a zipper or should it be laced? And once she had a really good idea about your shoe, she would put it on paper and tweak it. Should it be a solid color or should it be a multicolor shoe? And once she decided, she would take that paper and hand it to a manufacturer who would in turn bring it back to her in her reality and on your feet. Yes. Now, scientists often wonder about this imagination. Does it really do things? Does it move things? Does it make things happen? And it does. What they did was they got different athletes and they invited them into the lab and said, we're going to hook you up to electrodes and we want you to just relax and think about your sport. The scientists gave the command, on your mark, get set, go, and the athletes just relaxed and thought about their sport. And the next thing you knew, once the scientists walked in after the experiment and took the data and looked at it, they realized only the muscles that that athlete would need to use in their sport fired up. That was it. How powerful is your imagination? How many times have you thought of someone you hadn't seen in a while and you say the 3 magic words, I wonder how it's doing. And that's it. You go on about your business. And then the next thing you know, you're either getting a text, a phone call, or you physically bump into that person. Now, my question to you is, if you can manifest a human being like that, what's holding you back? Did I mention time travel? Let's take a trip. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Graduation day. Here it is, that day that you've been waiting for, that day that you've been looking forward for. It's finally here. And here you are in the lobby of the auditorium, and you're in your cap and gown. Wow. And you're looking at your classmates, and some come over and embrace you and shake your hand and wish you well. And some of them you'll see again, and many of them you'll never see again as you all go on your journey. Now, here it is, graduation day, and you begin to hear the music in the auditorium. And now you all fall into line formation, and the doors open. And you begin to walk in one by one, one by one. And as you walk into the auditorium, the crowd begins to applaud. And they cheer you on, and you walk in, and you look, and someone calls your name, and they snap your picture. You make it to your row, and you go into your assigned seat, and you sit there, and you look around the room, and you feel the energy. It's electric. And you say, graduation day's finally here. I did it. You look up on the stage, and you see the faculty that's been here for you through your journey. And now they begin to call the names of your fellow classmates, and you watch as they cross the stage one by one, and you clap for them, and you cheer them on. And now your name's called, and you stand up anxiously, and you make your way to the stage. And as you do, the first faculty member shakes your hand and says, "Congratulations to you." And you take a few more steps, and another faculty member says, "We wish you all the best." And now you make your way to the professor who's holding your degree. And he takes that degree and he places it in your left hand. Feel it, hold it. And he takes your right hand and he shakes it and says, "Job well done." And you say, "Thank you." And you step off the stage, and your family and friends cheer for you, and you make it back to your seat. And you look around, and you say, graduation day, I did it. I did it. I've earned it. It's here. Open your eyes. Welcome back. Imagination, time travel. There's nothing you cannot do with this power that you have. Now I say to you, meditate. Meditate on a regular basis. Create your world. See what you see for yourself. And know that it will show up. Speak power into your seeds of manifestation. Water them with positive statements. Know that they will grow right before your very eyes, even when you're feeling excited and it hasn't even shown up yet without evidence. I say this to you. Before you took a physical form to come to planet Earth, because you did choose to come here, understand that you are equipped to handle this journey. Everything that you need to go and grow through this wonderful journey called life is right inside of you. Right inside of you. So I say, remember your powers, for you are perfect, whole, and complete. You are powerful. You are power-filled. You are limitless.